Welcome to Peace Drops for the Great Green Wall for August 2023. My name is John Derito, based in Soweto, Johannesburg, South Africa. Peace Drops was launched in June 2022, inspired by the UN Convention for Combating Desertification. Peace Drops seeks to bring in the inner human values, hence the name peace. So inner peace, inner power, and the other inner resources that we have as human beings, focusing on that being. Because we know that when things on the outside are challenging, as it is for millions of people in the Great Green Wall, in the Sahel, we need to go within and bring out our inner abilities more so that we are more adaptive, more resilient, and more cooperative as individuals or groups of people, as communities. Therefore, Peace Drops seeks to bring in this inner dimension, and it is a project of the Brahma Kumaris Environment Initiative. This year, from June 2023, UNCCD adopted the theme Her Land, Her Rights, to encourage the role that women play and to reduce the levels of discrimination against land ownership, access to financial resources, and decision-making in agriculture and in ecosystem restoration. And Peace Drops is there for supporting this particular theme. And we are doing this by featuring women who have made a mark in these areas and related areas such as environmental conservation. And this month, or this session, we are featuring Ruth Spencer, a climate activist from Antigua, who is very active in creating networks and empowering local communities in various ways, and mainly focusing on the need to adapt and to mitigate the effects of climate change. So in this session, Ruth will be informing us about some of the work she has done for water conservation and for sustainable waste management. We are also going to have two reflections, two meditations, one by Annetta Lodge on the need for us to use the things we have in a worthwhile way and a sustainable way for the future, and a reflection by David Fletcher on zeal and enthusiasm. So welcome to Peace Drops for the Great Green Wall. Thank you.
In Bamunkumbit, Cameroon, Suhukam sparks a transformation. 65 Mbororo women, educated in land restoration, now tend their own earth. Through sustainable practices, they're breathing life into the environment, fighting climate change, land degradation, and drought, reviving 15 hectares, generating 80 local jobs, and creating a booming agriculture. Fostering collaboration, the Mate Mbororo Women Common Initiative Group Mamwokig expands from 30 to 50 in a year. From Bamunkumbit, a beacon of hope shines. Through environmental restoration, economic growth, and sociocultural unity.
I sit quietly and I take a moment to reflect on how I can reduce the burden on the environment. I seek to conserve rather than continually take, to tread lightly upon this beautiful earth. How can I consciously create a lifestyle of being respectful and economical with all treasures available to me, saving water and using everything I get from nature in a worthwhile way? Everything starts within, in my awareness, my understanding, and my attitude. The most valuable treasure of my life is the treasure of my thoughts. My thought is the seed of my attitude, my words, my actions, and my relations with others and with nature. If I don't save my thoughts, if I don't accumulate positive thoughts, and if I don't look after the quality of my thoughts, they become weak or negative, and then this inner incapability and emptiness are reflected in my life. My relationships with everyone and everything become disrespectful, consuming, abusing. If I consciously take care of my every thought, like a gardener looks after the seed, if I plant the positive thoughts in the soil of self-respect, water them with water of understanding, and nurture them with the energy of love, then my words become gentle, my actions become kind, and my relationships become respectful and giving. I accumulate the positive energy and I use it in a worthwhile way. So then, it is manifested in how I treat the resources, the treasures given to me by nature, the water, the soil, the air, and the whole ecosystem. I respect them. I save them. I conserve them. I take care of them, and I support them. And then I live in a symbiotic relationship, consciously creating the beautiful world where everyone and everything can thrive in harmony. I am the creator of my every thought. I create positive, peaceful, and powerful thoughts. Thus, I create a peaceful, respectful, and harmonious world.
Good day, my name is Ruth Spencer. I'm from the island of Antigua. It's a small island developing state within the Caribbean. Our island suffers from drought. We do not get enough rainfall each year. And as you know, access to clean, quality, clean water is a human right. So how do we deal with that on the island? For me as an individual, I encourage groups to gutter their roofs to collect every drop of water that falls. For me, I put it in underground storage tanks underneath my house. Others have outside drums or buckets or other facilities for storage that they use. Beside the rain that comes from the sky, there's also the opportunity to reuse water. Reuse water from bathing, from the kitchen waters, and other household chores. These run in pipes to the roots of the different trees on the property, and they feed the fruit trees. I have cherries, coconut, plums, guavas, a variety of fruits. But that wastewater is reused to keep the soils moist. Another thing that's very important in the search for accessing water is the use of waste, organic waste. All the leaves that fall from the trees, they are going back into my garden. This is grasses from a family that cut their yard, and I bring it here for mulch. You know why this is important? When this breaks down, it helps to improve the water holding capacity of the soil. If the soil is hard and cracked up, the water just runs away. So all my plants, I put this as a mulch around them. It keeps the plant moist. And since we depend on groundwater for our supply of water, this helps me to have good soils that the water can go down to the water table, that when the utility company is pumping water, they have a good quality of water. About 3 years ago, I was in a meeting and I heard the utility company said one of their major water wells had to be closed down because it was contaminated. It concerned me because if you have to close a water well, that's serious business. That's going to shorten your supply of water. I found out this was in the area where a family of about 250 Rastafarians lived, the One Love tribe. And I wanted to do something about it. And I went to them and I inquired of them what kind of sanitation facilities they had. They didn't have no underground septic tanks. They were just doing their thing out in the open. So I asked them who worked with them, and they told me of a group called Second Chance, run by Makeda Michael. And we worked with the group. We ended up building a training center and putting in a biodigester system where their waste goes into a certain system where it regenerates and produces gas for electricity or for cooking. So there is need for education and awareness because the issue of water cleanliness, water safety, water available is our right, and each of us have to adapt where we live and find solutions that can bring lasting solutions to solve the problem of water and water quality. Thank you.
As an African woman, as a woman from the Sahel, to me, we have to create a dream that inspires them to make a change in the region.
Women don't have right to access, to use and to own land. They don't have access to credit. We don't have the right equipment to process the true product we are harvesting.
The Great Green Wall is a symbol of hope because it answers to so many different issues that are tied to climate change, education, forced migration, and also armed conflict. Women actually on the ground are the backbones of the Great Green Wall. All along the Great Green Wall, I've seen amazing, inspiring women doing the work that is going to transform their communities, their country, the continent. What gives me hope is the people. It's really, they change the face of any project. People are so resilient, so strong. They want to make a change. They want to take their destiny into their own hands.
Relax your body and slow down your mind. Sit comfortably on the floor or on a chair. Tense and then relax your feet and thank them for carrying you in the world. Tighten and then relax your lower legs and thank them for keeping you upright. Tighten and relax the muscles of your thighs and give them thanks for the strength they provide your whole body. Tighten your buttocks and then relax and give gratitude for the seat they provide for you. Tense your abdomen and relax it, giving appreciation for its role in keeping you healthy in so many ways. Roll your shoulders. Thank them for their strength and flexibility, and let them relax and be calm. Tighten your hands and fingers, and then slowly let them relax and let any tension or strain drain away. So much of what we do in the world is through our hands. Tighten your hands and fingers again, and then slowly let them relax and rest on your knees. Flex your jaw, and then let it relax and thank it for its role in your nourishment and communication with others in the world. Squeeze your eyes shut, and then slowly relax them, keeping them closed and appreciating the soft darkness and the amazing role they play in helping us see the wonder of the world. Open your eyes and focus on a point some distance away from you, but take your mind away from your immediate surroundings. Let your mind focus on the Sahel region of the African continent. Consider the land, the people, and all the living beings who make their home in that region. Consider the people, especially the women and girls who are making great efforts, contributing to the Great Green Wall Initiative. Give thanks for the efforts they are making in farming restoration, in water harvesting and conservation, in creating sustainable livelihoods for themselves and their families, and for the caring and peace building they offer to their communities and to the larger society. Give thanks for the leadership and skills women and girls demonstrate in working to make a difference in schools and hospitals, in government, business, and organizations, in all aspects of community life. Give thanks for the enthusiasm and zeal they bring to their efforts for positive change. Enthusiasm is when one does things wholeheartedly, when one thinks of an imaginative way to get things done, when one lets themselves enjoy looking forward to something. I work with zeal and enthusiasm when I start something and enjoy making a difference. Energy begets energy. When we have hope and we act enthusiastically, it generates more hope for the future. We can cautiously steer around the obstacles and potholes in front of us, or with zeal, head to our objective and fly over the potholes along the way. The old proverb says, "Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you will land among the stars." Enthusiasm produces a distinctive and strong character in a person. Enthusiasm is about strong interest and devotion to a cause and sincere diligence in accomplishing it. Enthusiasm is being cheerful and happy. It is doing something wholeheartedly and eagerly giving 100% to what you do and holding nothing back. It is being excited about something and looking forward to it. Zeal and enthusiasm are magnetic energies that attract others to cooperate and collaborate together. It's been said, nothing is so contagious as enthusiasm. The Ghanaian writer Lila Gifty Akita says, "Live with passion, live with enthusiasm, live your best life." Deep zeal and enthusiasm are powerful spiritual virtues that provide an attitude and energy that helps get things done. Enthusiasm is from the Greek word ethos, having God within. The Muslim scholar Adnan Oktar has written, "Those who never lose their enthusiasm in their hearts, in their life, is because they are believers. And the source of their zeal and enthusiasm is their faith and trust in Allah. This enthusiasm, consequential to love of Allah, provides a person with spiritual power, great strength and resistance, a steel-like will and courage." In the Bible it says, "Work with enthusiasm, as though you were working for the Lord rather than for people." It can be a challenge to always bring zeal and enthusiasm to what we do. The self-mastery quote may help in maintaining enthusiasm for our life journey. As a master, I see the fulfillment of my destiny clearly. Success is my right, and my eyes do not stray to temporary setbacks along the way. The Hausa proverb is also important to remember. Ala yace katashi, seyanan zantamakeka. God says, take the first step, then I will help you. As we bring this reflection to a close, the following personal affirmation may be useful. I am full of enthusiasm. I look at the brighter side. I give 100% to whatever I do. I am open to the wonders in store for me today. Repeat this affirmation for yourself. I am full of enthusiasm. I look at the brighter side. I give 100% to whatever I do. I am open to the wonders in store for me today. And as we think of all the women and girls, men and boys engaged in activities in support of the Great Green Wall, in restoring nature, building sustainability and peace in their community, let's support them with our gratitude and good wishes. And let's shower them with the energy of zeal and enthusiasm for the efforts before them. Let's shower them and ourselves with light and might to live our lives with love, hope, strength, and harmony. Love, hope, strength, and harmony. And when you are ready, flex your hands and shoulders, rotate your hips, stretch your legs, flex your toes and take a deep breath and return to your surroundings. Ready for the day ahead with the energy of zeal and enthusiasm, and regularly sending good energy to all those engaged in the Great Green Wall Initiative and the land and environment that sustains all of us.
Thank you very much to all the speakers in this session and to all of you for attending this session. And I hope that you have taken something of benefit from today's session, however small, towards the success of the Great Green Wall, and also towards the UN Convention for Combating Desertification theme of Her Land, Her Rights, that seeks to give women more right to land, more right to financial resources, more rights to decision making. And as we know that when that happens, the state of our land, the state of our food security, and therefore our socio-economic well-being would be much better. So I'm hoping that you'll be able to join us in future sessions of Peace Drops. And as we say in South Africa, Hambagashle, go well, go in peace, go in happiness. Thank you very much.